The Independent National Electoral Commission has released its provincial list of candidates for the presidential and the National Assembly elections. Well, there are 249 candidates across 30 political parties contesting the state's 24 seats in the House of Reps. Presidential candidate Ahmed Buhari for Sustainable National Party joins us now to give us more insights on this latest development. Good to have you here on the News Hour.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Yes, incidentally, we understand your party is in the list released by INEC, isn't it?
Exactly.
Right. Now, but what is your party, the SNP, that's a Sustainable National Party, bringing to the table to woo voters in 2019?
Well, like we've always said from the beginning, we started this early in 2016 when we decided that we're not going to come to 2019 with the same kind of options we normally used to have. We said to everybody who was listening and paying attention that we're going to come to 2019, presented to Nigerians other options that they could pick from. And so it makes us a bit sad when we see the media keep portraying that it's just two political parties like it's the APC and the PDP, but it's more than that. We've got other options, and that's the whole drive. That's what we're trying to present to the Nigerian people. And for us, I think we should not be found like we've always found ourselves before elections, where we'll be faced with the devil and deep blue sea and we'll have to choose one based on what is presented to us. I think Nigerians should look deeper. I think Nigerians should pay more attention to the candidates that have emerged, because now we're streamlining to a few people as we build into 2019. Currently, there are about 79 presidential candidates. As I understand, a few of them are with the CUPP, that's with the PDP coalition, and so eventually they're going to come up with just one candidate, which is going to be leaving about 40 more people. I also understand that there's some other groups of people trying to emerge with one candidate or the other, as the case may be. For us, what's most important is Nigerians should pay attention to what is important: the ideas, the antecedents, what they're bringing that is new. If we're going to keep doing things the same way over and over, we're not going to get anything happen differently. So what are you bringing
that is new?
So what we're talking about, like we've always said, we want a united country. You can see what the news is all about. You can see that if you take a few steps forward as a government, the people bring you backwards. That's because they're not really excited. You've not carried everybody along. And the biggest problem with the Nigerian situation is the fact that we've not been able to have a collective people understanding what the Nigerian dream should be.
But you've also been identified now with a number of political moves now to help your ambition to become Nigeria's next president. For instance, now, you were once in the PDP.
Yes.
And of course, Atiku Abubakar has emerged as the flag bearer for that party, and now you are a member of SNP.
Yes.
Because in as much as you say you are for a generational change, it does appear to be the norm now of the average Nigerian politician, which you seem to be toeing.
Well, not exactly. When we got into the People's Democratic Party, we were so sure that we're going to be presenting to the party a different trajectory. We said to them before we declared under the PDP that we're going to come into this party because we want the party to have a different face. The party really spoke to the country and said, we are sorry, we had 16 years of misrule, we did this that was wrong, we apologize to the Nigerian people. And people like myself felt we needed a platform like that that had the stretch, that had the spread to give us the kind of intrusions that we needed in the grassroots. So we went there and then we said to them, this is what we want to do. But it didn't seem like the party was truly prepared to have this generational shift that we're looking at. So when we tried and it didn't seem like the party was prepared, we decided that, look, in order not to let this dream die, we needed to move to another platform. And that's exactly what we've done. And what is most important here is I want Nigerians to understand that, look, for every politician that goes through the same process with the same kind of people, they end up becoming like them. So it's not like there are no young people in the system. There are young people in the system, but they've been mentored, they've been groomed by this same kind of people, and you're not going to get anything different from them. So what we're saying is, if we want this to succeed, we would have to hold our ideologies, we would have to hold our stance and say, you know what, we're going to drive this to the very end. So we were wooed by the party's announcements and, you know, presentations to the Nigerian people, but when we got in there, it didn't seem like that.
Wasn't there an offer, sorry Esther, but wasn't there an offer at all, impliedly or otherwise, now for you to perhaps have worked with the Atiku Abubakar candidature?
I have never given room for those kinds of engagements, because I'll be honest with you, it's difficult to allow yourself to be involved in that kind of discussions and say no. In most cases, it turns really ugly. So what we've done, as much as we've tried, is to ensure that whatever we're pushing it solely based on the people that are with us. And so anytime anybody is trying to approach us, we tell them we're many. Are you going to be able to pay all of us out? Can you pay all of us out? If you can pay all of us out, then forget about me. So it's bigger than me, and this is how we've run the campaign in the last 2.5 years. It's bigger than one person. It's a collective. It's Nigerians who are saying we want to have something happen differently, and we're going to be praying and hoping that the media will support us in trying to achieve this by saying, you know what, there are other political parties, there are other candidates. Can we listen to them? What have they got to present on the table, and see where we want to go? Yeah,
and from those parties we have, like you rightly started from the beginning, we have two major parties that people only know, that's the APC and the PDP. But let me be more direct. Do you think you would win this election?
Yes, but in most cases, I've said one thing. There are three people in the build-up of 2019 general elections. There are the old politicians, there are the new ones like myself, and there's the Nigerian people, the electorate. The electorate will decide. And at the end of the day, whatever the outcome becomes, it's going to be the electorate that,
will decide.
That decides. So our job here is to do whatever we have to do. If we believe in what we're trying to push and say, we're going to work with these people, we're going to ensure that whatever they're trying to sell gets to the ears of the people that needs to hear.
All right.
And see how we can drive this forward.
Presidential candidate Ahmed Buhari, thank you for your time. Sustainable National Party candidate for 2019 elections.
Wish you the best as well.
Appreciate it. Thank you.